and they're putting more energy and emphasis into this new form of colonization. And it's a big one. We live our lives online most of the time. We're doing banking online. We talk to our relatives online. I'm speaking to you through a computer online. We buy things online. They know this. This is the new country. And this is a country without borders. This is a country without rules, or has been in many ways. It's all going to change. And it's the same people that essentially colonized the world and created empire that we're in the process of seeing them do the exact same thing right now. And the consequences for this are much more startling. They're much more startling than that first wave of colonization. Much more startling. Because we've become so connected to the internet that if we cannot do business through the internet, we're screwed. I just did a really great talk with Regina Meredith. And we actually talked about this. That should air, I think, sometime next week. And we talk about where everything is headed in terms of the money. Of course, the EU is going to drive that as well. I was talking with her yesterday. It was 2 days ago, and she was telling me that there is a place where she goes to get coffee in California. You can't even use cash there anymore. They won't accept cash. That's where it's headed. This is where it's headed. So their domain will be, and their colonization will be greater and far more reaching than anything we've ever seen before. There used to be a time where you could sort of step out and go somewhere else, and you maybe go to a country that was not that inhabited, or maybe it was just so far out of reach that the colonizers didn't have a whole lot of interest in it. Samoa. That's not the case anymore. Inner space will be completely locked up, buttoned up, colonized, and the new empire will be in existence. In fact, it almost already is. So I wanted to bring this to your attention and just kind of, put it out there, let you know what's happening, because it's happening. It's happening right now. And it has pretty intense consequences, especially the copyright stuff. A lot of people who love to do memes have been talking about, well, if I use this picture and I put out a meme, which is a pretty effective tool in a lot of ways, it's agitprop. If that's the case, you may not be able to get all memey. Just saying. I want to talk a little bit about AI today, and interesting enough, Elon Musk. There's something came through here while I was riffing. Give me a second. Let me find this thing. So I just got this. Just came off the internet. I can find it here. So Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan. He was talking a lot of shit. A lot of shit. And he was talking about, let's see if I can find this thing. He was talking about AI. And I totally agree with him about AI, by the way. AI is really the 400-pound gorilla in the room. Holy smokes. And I've been talking about AI for a very, very long time. Like I was preaching against AI back in 2008, 2009, when I started my blog. I could just see where it was all headed. And it's going to be very intense. Let me find this thing about Tesla. This thing just came through here. Let me find this. Okay, so here's what happened. Elon Musk got high on Joe Rogan. This is from CNBC. Elon Musk may have violated Tesla's business conduct policy by smoking weed. Elon Musk smoked weed on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, which may be in violation of Tesla's Code of Business Conduct and Ethics. Tesla board members have raised concern over Musk's recreational drug use. Elon Musk's public marijuana consumption could be a hit to his professional career. The Tesla CEO appeared on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast on Thursday night, where he discussed a wide range of topics, including his tweeting behavior, his boring company's flamethrowers, and Neuralink devices that could connect brains to computers. He also sipped whiskey and definitely inhaled a mixed tobacco and marijuana cigarette. The weed could be the smoking gun, showing Musk violated his company's policies. This is from the business code, the Code of Business Conduct and Ethics. Tesla also asks that you do your part by following safety and health rules and practices and reporting, either openly or confidentially, accidents of any unsafe equipment behavior, such as use of illegal drugs or conditions to your manager, supervisor, human resources, or the legal development, or the legal department. Violence and threatening behavior are not permitted, and under no circumstances should you bring a weapon to work. Employees should report to work without being under the influence of illegal drugs or alcohol. The use of illegal drugs in the workplace will not be tolerated. Here's where it gets a little tricky. Some states like California, where Rogan's podcast is recorded, have legalized the plant for recreational use. However, marijuana is still illegal according to U.S. federal law. U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions rolled back President Barack Obama-era policies in January. But the only thing that guy has done, by the way, that previously dictated the Justice Department would not pursue cases against those who violated federal marijuana laws in states where pot had been legalized. One could argue Musk was representing Tesla as its CEO during the interview by imbibing alcohol and marijuana. He was under the influence while at work. In an email to The Guardian, Musk said, "Our policy allows trace amounts of THC, an ingredient of cannabis, during work times, provided they are below the safety limits, much like a minimum alcohol level." This isn't the first time there's been concern about Musk's drug use. Tesla board members have also raised concern over Musk's consumption of recreational and prescription drugs. According to the New York Times, in particular sources told the publication that Musk's use of sleeping aid Ambien may be having negative effect, causing him to ramble on Twitter. Let's see. Stock price is down. Wow. Stock price is down, let's see, by $18. Almost $19. If you are on the board of Tesla, you're not digging that. So this is from ABC. Tesla board needs come to Jesus meeting with Elon Musk amid company turmoil. Tesla shares were volatile Friday morning amid chaotic views. Hold on a second. Find this. Among chaotic news for the embattled electric car maker, leading one expert to say the company board needs to have a come to Jesus with Elon Musk. Shares tumbled upon news of two senior executives leaving a company hours after founder and CEO Musk smoked marijuana and drank whiskey on a podcast interview. Midday, Tesla shares were trading at 6.4% lower at $262.90, having dropped 10%. It's about a $16 share, $16 per share. It's time for the board of directors to have a come to Jesus meeting with Elon Musk, said William Klepper, a corporate governance expert who is a professor at Columbia Business School and author of The CEO's Boss, Tough Love in the Boardroom. The board can't sit back and watch this destruction of value because of the uncertainty of behavior the CEO is presenting to the public. Well, it depends. I'm sure Joe Rogan's public loved it. Yeah. Spur it up, Elon. Yeah, brother. Let's go buy us a Tesla. I think the here's what you do right now, right? If you are a millennial with like money in your pocket, go out and buy a Tesla and put a Nike swoosh on it. Wouldn't that just be the ultimate symbol of support? You could raise both fists at the same time. Yeah, yeah, weed baby, Kaepernick baby, yeah, power to the puffers, yeah. What a world, huh? What a world. Are they going to, is Musk that much of a genius that they can actually fire him, let him go? Good luck. Is there a new Elon Musk out there that they're ready to prop up? Is he that much of a genius? I'd say the answer is probably no. He's a funny guy, though. I think he's funny. I knew this guy named Phil. This guy Phil is every bit of Elon Musk's equal. I'm telling you, this guy Phil. I used to hang out with Phil back in the 90s. One of the greatest dudes you'll ever meet on the face of the planet. He's got the heart of a lion, this guy. And Phil had 21st century maglev technology that he had developed. He had the plans. He had everything. This was the most brilliant design. He had people who were professors at the University of Washington basically rubber stamping his designs and saying he's way ahead of everybody else. And it wasn't just the maglev technology, but it was how it was going to move along. He figured out a way to actually put individual cars on the maglev technology. So you could sit in your car and you wouldn't even have to be on the train. You sit in your car and get shot down this maglev technology at about 105 miles an hour. Just hang out in your car. You get to wherever you needed to go, and boom, there'd be a car thing, an elevator, drop you off, and you'd be where you needed to be. And the trestles and all of his tracks were made out of bamboo because bamboo could withstand the shocks of an earthquake. I mean, he had this thing thought out. I saw this guy's freaking brilliant, and that wasn't his only idea. I mean, this guy was an idea machine. He's such a great guy. I would go on record. Phil's not a coder, but he's an engineer. From an engineering perspective, he was every bit of Elon Musk's equal. The difference between Phil and Elon Musk is that Elon Musk was propped up. It's like, okay, you're the golden boy. Whoever he is, whatever he is, you're it. Phil didn't have that. Phil had great ideas. He had amazing ideas that people would either abscond or take or use them for a while. And look, modern history is filled with thousands of versions of Phil.